Hold on a second, right here. This is fact-checking disinformation and claims of fraud post-election from CNN. They're talking about this show right here because we're fact-checking them. But it's us fact-checking their misinformation. It's almost like the opposite day.
Yeah, they're saying what they're doing.
Right. Let's see what this guy has to talk about. I think his name is Takashi.
Oh, let's check him out.
That's not Takashi.
From happening, and some tech companies have made steps to try and curb this misinformation. Facebook earlier this week, took steps to remove accounts and pages linked to Steve Bannon that were,
different Steve.
Making it look like certain claims were much more popular than they actually were.
What does that mean? Hold on a second. This is. Did you just hear that on CNN? Everyone there, rewind this if you're watching this. I think you can rewind it on YouTube.
Yeah.
He just said Facebook has taken some steps. He didn't say Facebook has taken some steps to remove flagrantly false disinformation.
Right.
Because they cannot claim that.
Right.
No.
He said, Mr. Takashi, whatever, on CNN, Kuzushi, whatever it is, he said Facebook has taken some steps to remove accounts associated with Steve Bannon making views seem more popular than they... Well, hold on a second. Truth is not governed by consensus or popularity.
Right.
It doesn't make any difference. That is totalitarianism.
Yeah,
That is saying the information that is dictated that you can hear, the only voices in the town square must be the popular voices. That is just like Hong Kong, folks.
Yeah.
That is unreal to me. That we just caught that on CNN.
Yeah.
Views that are more popular. I don't give a shit if it's more popular or not.
Right.
For crying out loud. This is the standard they use. When the mask is off, it's not about truth. It's about, can we snuff out views that may, if it hasn't crossed that threshold of critical mass, if it's not popular enough, can we silence it?
Right,
Just like saying no evidence at all of voter fraud, no evidence of voting irregularity. Well, that's false. But what you try and do is say, well, it's not really false because most of the people who are posting about it aren't as popular as me at CNN, and we have a relationship with Facebook. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So just to give you an idea, Americans right now are looking at Hong Kong, you brought them up, and saying, I can't believe what's going on there. 4 people just resigned because China gave the person who's in charge of Hong Kong the power, if somebody is not loyal enough, if they're a dissident, to silence their views and basically get rid of them out of government for no recourse whatsoever. You can't go to courts or anything like that. And everybody's up in arms.
Oh, hold on. Susan Wojcicki is on CNN. Sorry, we have a whole bunch to get to today, but I cannot. This is just like I hit the jackpot. I hit the bullshit jackpot.
Not saying that he will necessarily accept the results of the election if the president or Joe Biden
we don't have the results of the election. You just said so.
Declares victory. And they or their campaign or someone posts that video on YouTube. Will it stay on YouTube or will you take it down?
Right now, this is us.
It's really hard to talk about hypotheticals because we would have to actually look at the video.
Look at our video right now, sweetheart. There are more people watching this than CNN.
This is October 8th.
Sure that we have authoritative
it's from October 8th. Okay, it's not live.
Well, no, but it's relevant because she's saying these videos wouldn't be allowed if Joe Biden prematurely claims victory. So I think they're tying themselves in knots again, and they don't mean to.
For crying out loud. It is remarkable to me. They said that Facebook has taken steps to remove views that aren't as popular as they may seem. Well, you know why they may not be as popular as you, because you stop them. You silence them.
Yes.
Who cares if it's popular?
No, that's not the standard that we use, by the way. You have to let this process play out, and you can't claim to be the unbiased source and then do stuff like that where you're like, let's just silence views. Let's let everybody be in the marketplace on this technology stuff, and then CNN's going to come along and say, fact check truth.
Let's go through a bunch of unpopular opinions that perhaps may have been correct. Hitler, not all he's cracked up to be.
At the time, he was man of the year, right?
Stalin probably won't be able to do the farming as well as he thinks.
Oh, no.
Pol Pot can't grow enough rice.
Che Guevara, maybe he's not going to be the revolutionary that you think so. They might actually find him in Bolivia with a loaded rifle that's never been fired, so he's not even a warlord. Let me think. What else? That ricin was okay to ingest, I'm sure, at some point.
Cocaine helped even out the mood.
Cocaine helped even out the mood, and it was in Coca-Cola.
Right. Yeah. Heroin was good.
Heroin was a painkiller.
Opium was good.
These were popular viewpoints. CNN is news.
See a pattern?
So you see the pattern. The point is, there have been many unpopular viewpoints that have been correct. And by the way, almost every great breakthrough comes from an unpopular opinion. I don't know all of these by heart, but if you look at probably the polio vaccine, if you look at the way people, at some point when someone said the Earth is a globe, now it's been that way for a long time, the whole idea of flat Earth is actually blown out of proportion. That wasn't always accepted unilaterally. However, at some point someone said, oh, look, maybe those stars are not angels, but they're burning balls of gas millions of miles away. And they burned them at the stake. And then a few generations later, someone came in and confirmed it. And they said, ooh, our bad. But CNN, Facebook, Twitter, they want popular opinion to dictate what you are allowed to watch, what you are allowed to hear. And that's also why they want to make sure that programs like this don't get popular. Well, it's too late.
Yeah.
That genie's already out of the fuck you bottle.
Yeah. And it's all under the guise of fact-checking.
Right. Fact-checking.
It's not any longer fact-check true or fact-check false. It's fact-check not popular.
Fact-check not popular. So I guess, do we just fact-check all of CNN's primetime lineup?
Pretty much. Somebody needs to be fact-checking them. I'm a little, actually, is anybody else offended that they brought the Asian guy on to talk about technology?
Brian
Gosh.
Fung.
I'm not offended, but it's a good point and I'll allow it.
Watch Good Morning Mug Club live every Monday through Thursday at 10:15 Eastern.